Has a man been more glad to go 1-5 in his predictions? Because Matt managed to lose to me. Oh, brilliant. Oh, you were predicted 120 points. You caught me on the Bills bye week, and what happened? Look at this. You lost. You lost to me. Absolutely pathetic. You should be ashamed of yourself, and rightfully, I'm going to make you wear a very, very silly t-shirt at the draft. In all seriousness, week 7 is in the books. Quick roundup of my predictions. We'll go through transactions, then we'll have the breakdowns. I predicted Matt to beat me, obviously, because I mean, who wouldn't? He had Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews and Saquon and all these great players, and yeah, just a bottle job, isn't he? Really? Traded for Devontae Adams and didn't get it done. Oh, absolutely awful, absolutely awful. Yeah, so Matt moves to 3-4. I moved to 4-3. Then we have Ed. Ed was my one correct pick this week. Ed beat Numbnuts, but that's not really hard to do these days. Jim lost to that makes Numbnuts move to 1-6. Ed goes to 4-3, firmly in the soup with the rest of us. Skell gets a surprising win, moving on to 5-2. Skelton is one win away from his all-time greatest record in any season of this league. Go on, Skell. We all believe in you. I want you in the playoffs, man. 3 more wins and you're there. 3 more wins. That's all you got to think. Jim moves to 3-4. By no means out of it, but he took some bad losses this weekend in terms of injuries. Next up, went with Mark to win. Mark takes a loss to the Joe Bunglers. I thought his team could do more, to be honest. I expected some people to be out for Nick, and they were, but it actually helped him, which is a shame. Connor, living up to his name, the Hospital of Sadness, took some injuries as well, had some scares along the way. Mikey D just keeps getting it done. I think Austin Eckler is putting the team on his back though and trying to get it done. And then I picked Kinch to put Damien away, but completely failed. Oh, sorry, I should do records. Nick moves to 5-2. Mark moves to 2-5. Getting close to being out of the hunt, really. Mikey D gets his win, moving into 6-1. Connor at 4-3. Yep, still in the hunt. And then we have Kinch at 2-5, losing to Damien at 3-4. That was kind of a tough one, but I think it doesn't matter in the long run. You're both kind of out of the running, really. Good to see Damien's. Well, unlucky for Kinch that he gets a good score on the week that Damien scores 120. Quick run through of transactions as they went through the weekend. So K. Dot and Hayden Hurst, nothing trade. Picking up the Philly defense. It's a good move by Matt. Gets them through the bye week, but yeah, they've got a very nice schedule after the bye. Pittsburgh, Houston, Washington, Indy, Green Bay, Tennessee. This is another one that's just plug and play. You just leave them in now and you're set at your defensive position. They're going to do good. Isaiah Pacheco got a lot of hype pre the week. And I don't really... Yeah. Hang on. How did he get 10.6 on 8 rushes? Did he do some sort of kick return? Who knows? Anyway, Pacheco, yeah, he got told that he was going to be the starter in the run up to the game. Got picked up by Mark. Yeah, good little move. Same here, Gus Edwards. Trevor Hubbard actually ended up being okay as well, but Gus Edwards looked very, very good. Tagging in for the injured J.K. Dobbins. I think it's like 36% snap percentage. That was it was something like 23 snaps, 16 carries, like an insane snap to rush ratio. So yeah, you've got to like that. Gus Edwards, I think he's fine moving forwards. Yeah, some drops, some pickups that don't really matter. Latavius Murray was a washout, I think. Got a touchdown, but 8 for 24 is not exactly exciting. Tyler Higbee, yeah. Bit disappointing. You probably should have kept Dalton Schultz, but I don't know. They're both tight ends. I don't really give a shit. Picking up the Rams defense, yeah, it's nice on the bye week. You come back to San Francisco though, so maybe not one I'd stick with. And then Tyler Bass, kicker, don't really care. Jahan Dotson is probably he's actually like a sneaky pickup when we get into the waivers part of this. Numbnuts, so you left the trade open for Breece Hall. I actually really like this trade because Jim gets a pick and it's better than anything he would have got. He's not keeping Breece Hall, and Numbnuts gets a keeper, and Kenyon Drake is irrelevant. So yeah, I don't hate it. Helps you kind of fix it, but this needs to be a lesson to everyone. Don't leave trades open. Overnight, over the weekend, yeah, don't leave trades open because it just never ends well. Okay, quick look at the standings then after the weekend's results. At the bottom, we have the inevitable disappointment, Numbnuts. I feel like he could feel hard done by purely because his points against is the highest, but maybe it's just because everyone else is actually quite good and yeah, he's shit and that's why he's got the most points against him. He's at 1 and 6. Wingebag Asset Management, so Kinch at 2 and 5. Mark at 2 and 5 as well. And then Damien joins the bottom end of the soup. Damien, Matt Hall, and Jim all on 3 and 4. Jim's on quite a slide at the minute, I think, where he's lost quite a few games in a row. And yeah, it's not ideal. The bottom of this soup is getting very murky. I think you're still in it though. It's too early to pull anyone out, especially given the points for down here compared to Connor on 700. Very easy to jump him if you get onto the 4 and 3 record, or 4 and 4 next week, whatever it'll be. Then you have got myself, Connor, Ed, all on 4 and 3. 2 guys on 5 and 2. Skelton on 5 and 2. You love to see it. And Nick on 5 and 2 as well with 860 points for. That's pretty outrageous. And then Mikey D leading the way on 6 and 1, just like the Giants. No one's really sure how he gets there, but he is there, and we all have to deal with it. So yeah, that's your roundup of the league and the movements. We'll do some quick breakdowns, and then we'll get into waivers and see who's worth picking up. I have to keep a straight face for this one because me versus Matt. Oh man! So he came into the week projected like 30 points more than me. You really lost this game off of the Baltimore stack. It's a fickle mistress, the stack. Lamar Jackson to Mark Andrews. Sometimes it's amazing, sometimes it's bad. Yeah, it really let you down, to be honest. I think though you can take heart. Kenny Walker, whatever he wants to go by, looks amazing. And he tried his best to get you the win, but couldn't quite do it. Saquon Barkley as well still does Saquon Barkley things. On the other side, the win was really captured by Ramondre and Montgomery going at it. There was a play quite late in the game where David Montgomery scored his touchdown, and that was kind of the swinging factor. Yeah, so that was delicious. The good news is, Matt, I don't know, you could have, there's not really much you should have done differently. Like, you're never going to put Raheem Mostert in over Saquon Barkley. And then kickers, like, it's a flip of a coin at the end of the day. You can't, I don't know. Well, in hindsight, maybe playing the Atlanta kicker over the Seattle kicker is that's on you. Anyway, yeah, I get a nice cheeky little win there. Worries for me moving forward, Deebo Samuel with CMC in the picture. I don't know how that's going to look. Worries for Matt. He's got Michael Pittman, who is going to have a rookie QB next week. Next game to look at, the only one I got right on the slate, which is fucking awful by me. Ed versus Numbnuts. So bit of a bad game this one, but really powered by Etienne and Pickens. Ed got his win. Oh, and the Dallas defense as well, man. That is incredible. 21 points from your defense. Oh, that's a bad beat for Num. good news. Well, I don't know. You kind of look at it, and it's like you had a goose from Gallup. Pickens is exciting. He's quite interesting. He could potentially be a keeper towards the end of the year. At some point, though, you're gonna have to get rid of Kyle Pitts. Um, yeah, not ideal. Leonard Fournette, Tom Brady had a bad day at the office, but you managed to weather the win, as they say. On the other side, Geno Smith, maybe he's been a fake the entire time. 13.1 points in a win, only 20 completions, 210 yards. You don't like that the win came with that. That kind of reinforces that that's what they should be doing. But anyway, you've got your running back situation is just dire. Luckily, Jim fixed it for you next year. So you've got that to look forward to. Fuck, but you've got so many running backs. Oh my god. Yeah, and then you've got Terry McLaurin is great. Jerry Judy, they look like they're trying to trade him, but even if they don't, like, yeah, you can be fine. That's a fine stat line for him. Cade Otton, nice little tight end pickup, and yeah, just streamed a bad defense. I think I said play the Giants defense though, so sorry about that. Yeah, good little win for Ed though. Then we have Skelly getting it done against Jim. Justin Herbert has been probably one of the biggest letdowns as a draft pick, but you already knew that. Michael Pittman would have been a letdown as well, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. To be honest, it would have fucked either way. Patrick Mahomes looked. Well, I mean, to be honest, if you score 44 points and you only get 25 points from your QB, that's kind of disappointing. Maybe it's just me. Scale, though, really got his win pad by a elite Jamar Chase performance. Love that. Scale, next year, I would recommend you chase Joe Burrow in the draft. I would just get the stack locked in and just have a good time with it. Aaron Jones as well. Looks like they've kicked AJ Dillon to the curb. Downside is Amon-Ra St. Brown did not look well. I don't know. He was held out quite early, so who knows. On Jim's side, like Dubs goosing, I think you wanted some picks for him, but he's a piece of shit, so fuck you. Not ideal. DK Metcalf got injured early. That's not ideal either. Your running backs were fine, but injuries for Bryce Hall, brutal. I think you just got done by injuries, to be honest, mostly. And then, yeah, San Francisco, like I keep saying, don't play them. I said not to play them against your own QB, but it would have been like, oh, who would you have dropped? Robert Tonyan. Just get rid of him. Like tight ends, it's never really worth carrying two tight ends. Gerald Everett is fine to play every week. Like no one was going to pick this guy up if you dropped him. Would be my feedback. Scout, it's time to let Julio go. Just let him go, man. You'll feel better. Yeah. Anyway, I think with this loss, it's not a huge deal, Jim, because it's like you still have a good core of players, and injuries and people being shit kind of make your roster better for you and make your decisions easier. So yeah, that's not a bad spot to be in. Yeah, good win from Skell. The Joe Bunglers tonking the Cordarella story. Dak Prescott didn't look great coming back, but I think he'll be fine. Joe Burrow though, man, he's making me eat my words, and that's fair enough. I deserve it a little bit. Gibson looking great, reminding everyone why he was so hyped. And then yeah, a lot more efficiency for Jonathan Taylor, which you've got to be happy for. Catches and efficiency. On the other side, McCaffrey being eased in San Francisco. I give it like 2 weeks and he'll be back to being awesome. Joe Mixon just doing Joe Mixon things. MVS, man, 3 receptions, 111 yards. What is that? What even is that? Yeah, this is quite a nice bye week to get through. So to get a win on your Cooper Cup and Justin Jefferson bye week, yeah, that's nice. And you got Gus Edwards as well on the bench, so you can piece together your running back position with the pieces that you've got. Nick looking very dangerous going into it. And then on the other side, like I don't know, I feel sorry for you a little bit, Mark, because it's like a great defensive play, a great tight end play, and then let down by the QB. But that's the way fantasy goes, man. That's the way fantasy goes. Next up, we have Mikey D versus Connor. So Mike snuck the win out here. Austin Eckler getting him 30 points. James Robinson goosing though. That's absolutely awful. But then, yeah, Juju looks like an absolute baller in KC. You got Mike Evans, who had quite a big day. He could have had a huge day with that huge drop early doors. Josh Reynolds, you dropped someone. Yeah, you dropped Tyler Boyd for him. it's it's unfortunate, but what can you do? Duns Foreman looks like he could be your RB2, solving that problem for you as well. Everything else is fine there. On the other side, T. Higgins, he was denied a touchdown, which I don't think would have saved you, to be honest. Drake London, I don't know why you keep playing him. I think well, yeah, you kind of backed into it with Devontae Smith on a bye week this week, but you're at the point where like you're stashing him for next year at most. So if he's not going to be a keeper for you, I'd look at selling Drake London. Like, and this is mostly because of Marcus Mariota's stats, which kind of let you down as well. Look at this: 13 attempts in a game they were losing, 14 attempts in a game they won. To be fair, and then yeah, it's this is just not the volume you need to be successful for your QB. You know. Anyway, yeah, good win by Mike, mostly powered by Austin Eckler there. And then, yeah, our last one, we have Kinch against Damien. So Kinch scores 107, Damien 120. Kyler Murray, again, you'll never do it, but you should drop Kyler Murray. It's just not worth it. I don't think he's going to get it done for you. Josh Jacobs being an absolute hero and ruining your future draft prospects. That's all I'll say on that one. But yeah, I think, like, this is repeatable as well. You know, Josh Jacobs has been doing this for a while now. Very, very good player. Jacoby Myers gets a touchdown. That's not how Jacoby Myers scores points. So hopefully he gets back to the volume. And then yeah, D Hop coming back looking great. You've got to be happy with that one. Keenan Allen coming back looking not so great. You're not happy with that one. Tight end and Njoku was good, but I don't know. High ankle sprain, so he's out for a while. Yeah, and a good stream on your defense. I wouldn't have played Baltimore, so fair play putting them in. Yeah, and then Kinch, you actually had some good plays, but Mike Williams getting injured hurt. Christian Kirk was fine. Eno Benjamin's a good play. Yeah, I don't know where this really went wrong. Like, you would have hoped Hawkinson would have done more with Amon-Ra St. Brown going down. This was a shock. Like, that's really a big driving factor as to where it went wrong. 2 points from the Tampa Bay defense. I'd have expected better, definitely. Yeah, maybe at 3 and 4. Like, if you, Damien, if you're ballsy enough to make a move at QB and try and improve that somehow, yeah, you could be a sneaky, dangerous team. DJ Moore looks like he's back to being useful. Yeah, who knows? You could surprise some people. You know, go and at least fly in the ointment a little bit. Why not? It's tough though, tough path to make. But yeah, that's our matchups. We'll do a quick breakdown of waivers. Okay, we're gonna have a quick go through the waiver wire this week. There's 2 of you who need a QB. Skelly, Jim, you both need a QB. Your QB's on bye. So, and unfortunately, there's only really one that's worth picking up, and that's Kirk Cousins. So, yeah, good luck with that. Kirk Cousins against Arizona. Playing at home, Arizona got a long way to travel. I think he'll be fine. Like, Justin Jefferson will find space, and Kirk will have to throw to him. And yeah, it's the best of what's available here, really. You could also roll the dice with Jameis Winston. He should get yardage at least. He's probably going to dump. Well, he doesn't really dump off to Kamara, but yeah, you know he's going to throw at least 150 yards to Olave, which is nice. Yeah, after that, you're really, really struggling. There's no one that I really hugely like who's got a nice matchup. Roll the dice on Ellinger, see what happens. The sneaky play is Daniel Jones. You kind of like Seattle pass defense is bad, so you're kind of hoping that he gets the job done. And also, like, again, when you look at his stats from last week, he 11 rushes for 107 yards. I actually don't remember when this happened, but it's just ridiculous, right? Absolutely ridiculous. You kind of hope for the same. if you're putting him in. But yeah, it's not a nice place to be when two of you need a QB on your bye week. Good luck fighting over Cousins, that's all I'll say. Running backs, there's no one major who's going to help you this week who's worth picking up, but we're getting to the pointy end of the season, and it's worth stashing the backups basically. So Hines is probably the one you want if you want points in the coming week, but after that, Chase Edmonds, he'll be elite if Raheem Mostert goes down. He'll pick up a lot of the work. Alexander Mattison, Samaje Perine, Hilliard as well for Tennessee. Yeah, just the usual ones. Everyone after that is kind of a dart throw. Jalen Warren as well should be picked up for if Najee goes down. But yeah, they're all dart throws that are worth having if someone goes out and you can slip them on your roster. Just do it because it just takes one injury. Raheem Mostert, he's an old man and he breaks down a lot. So yeah, Chuba Hubbard definitely, not Chuba Hubbard, Chase Edmonds, worth putting on your bench. Wide receivers. So there's some interesting moves to make here. Donovan's Peoples-Jones. If you need points, he's fine because we're PPR. He's fine. Not hugely exciting. Alec Pierce didn't do great, but snap percentage is good. And new QB, who knows? Again, maybe stash on your bench. KJ Osborne, he good snap percentage. I don't know what happened in that last week against Miami, but potentially worth a shout. This is the guy, though. This is the guy everyone's going to want. Marquise Goodwin. DK Metcalf looks like he's going to miss time. Marquise came in and was just DK Metcalf, but faster. So, yeah, he didn't play like a 5'9", 183-pound guy. That's what I'll say. He was awesome. He's worth grabbing and going in on, especially if you need wide receiver help, because if DK misses 3-4 weeks, I think he'll be awesome, and he'll get the job done. Then yeah, there's not really Matt Collins is interesting, but with Hunter Renfrow healthy, he's not really going to do. He's very capped in what he can do. Jahan Dotson as a slip on your put him on your bench sort of thing and see what he actually does for you next year. That's fine. Then yeah, Tyquan Thornton. I was pretty high on this guy last week because he's a rookie. He's fast. He don't know what he's going to do. But again, he's one to look at. The snap percentage going up is good for a rookie. He might eventually, explode a little bit. Devontae Parker, he's probably around somewhere. Yeah, if Bailey Zappi plays, yeah, he'll be fine. Good snap percentage there as well. And then, yeah, that's probably all that's worth talking about to me. I was Dwayne Eskridge as well. I think he, shit. You want Goodwin. Goodwin's the one you want. Yeah, there's a few people who are worth looking at here. I know I actually saw Terrace Marshall catch passes. This is another skeleton special rookie. Good snap percentage is a good sign. They got rid of Robbie Anderson, so they're gonna have to play him. He might be worth slipping on your roster if you got the space. Yeah, and then Rory McLeod, he caught a touchdown as well. Noah Brown, I think he got injured. I don't know. He might be around somewhere. Yeah, a couple of names there to keep your eye on, but the main prize is going to be Goodwin. He's definitely worth picking up. A couple of other guys there as well who are worth a stash. Tight end, so I just do not care about any tight ends. You could possibly, if I had to pick a guy to play, it'd be Dawson Knox because he got on the scoreboard last time. But honestly, you could just roll the dice and pick up any of these guys. Foster Moreau, if Foster Moreau, if Darren Waller's going to miss time again, is fine. Yeah, you could just pick up any of these guys and throw them in there. Why not? Defense, I don't trust that. Atlanta Falcons versus Carolina. Do not trust that at all. That is a trap. Carolina have got the trade bonus and they'll be going for it. Indianapolis with a rookie QB at the helm, they'll probably turn over the ball a lot. I wouldn't trust them. The Jags D though, I think that game is in London. I think having that, yeah, I'm okay with that. Going against Denver, Denver just suck. They're just really, really bad, and so playing whoever's playing against them is always a good shout. Um, yeah, they'd probably be my pick if you need to stream someone. Uh, there's not really much else I'm excited about. No. No, there's not much I'm excited about it at all, to be honest. Hopefully you've got your defense sorted. You could gamble if you absolutely had to gamble um, on Daniel Jones shitting the bed. Like you know they're going to score, you know the Giants are going to score, but you're gambling on sacks and picks. But I mean he's been pretty good this year, so it's not a very good gamble to be honest. Maybe the Vikings and trust that Kyler Murray's going to be a piece of shit. But anyway, yeah, a couple of options there. I think the main one, good win off of waivers, and then Kirk Cousins between Skell and Jim. See who actually gets him. That's your breakdown. It was a good week 7. It's nice to get the win. I'm willing to take suggestions for what shirt Matt should wear. If you want to send me a picture, I could do a collage or something of all the best ones. More than willing. Anything goes as well because I'm not wearing it. I can make him wear whatever I want. Yeah, any ideas? Just DM me, send me a picture. I look forward to it. All right, I'll see you all in week 8. Peace.